haven't done it in a while, but I forgot. But today is Wayne Brisket Day. And because I was sick, we haven't done it in a while because my unscheduled live father hadn't had the idea to.
Yes, Daddy's been slacking. But today we are going to deliver a Cracking Up special, and we are calling it Rain Brisket Day in honor of Sean Kemp, the original Rain Man, who should be in the Basketball Hall of Fame, who is inspiring me to dunk out like White Thunder this year in honor of Darryl Dawkins, the father of paradunking. That's Shaq's line, not mine. So, what are we making for Wayne Brisket Day? We are going to make a brisket
quesadilla.
Quesadilla, that's correct. And
with a K.
With a K, that's correct. And
because Kemp for K.
Yes. This is not kosher, but the brisket is from Stu Leonard's. And Stu Leonard's is a Jewish farmer. Jewish farmers represent. And we've got our cheese over here. We definitely want a strong, musky cheese to hold up to the brisket. So we got Oscar Wilde, okay?
And we got
famous Irish writer.
Here.
That's our new gold-powered hued menorah that we love. That we got in Richfield. And
Samuel was there.
that's right. Okay, I got it with the cameraman over here. And
Then
so now we don't want to use corn tortillas because that would be gross. I do not want to taste corn on my brisket ever. So we got the flour tortillas. Now, obviously we just can't drop this brick of cheese in there. Like that would be really dumb and it'd be a waste of cheese. So we need to shred. So I'm going to get my son on the shredded details. Now, part of Hanukkah last night. So tonight is number 5, guys. Correct?
Yeah.
Number 5, right? So last night for night number 4, uno, dos, tres, cuatros, I think. I don't know.
I won the Dueto competition.
Yes.
Easy as peasy.
That's correct. So, Holy Lighter, otherwise known as Chosen Curls, was bound to is now Lucky Spinner. That's correct. So now, Mommy got these new set of knives, which reminds me, we have old knives that now deserve chucking because they're useless and they've lost their edge. So basically, think of comedians like Chris Rock, that thought that it was like a good look pushing the cloth shot. And thought it was a good idea to start kissing Cuomo's ass, acting like he's a sex symbol of some kind, which is ridiculous because Cuomo still looks like the Thing and Mama Fratelli from the Goonies had a baby. So chuck him.
Wait, let's just see the measuring thing and see.
I'll leave these over here. But yeah. Because here we go, cameraman. So this is my vertical jump. We need to change that because I'm not Nate Robinson, and I'm not going to be able to dunk out like the Rain Man. I'm certainly not going to be able to do a 360 reverse in traffic with a vertical jump like that.
8 inches.
All right.
8 spits.
8 spits. All right. So check those knives. All right. So we are going to get shredding. So we're going to get Hardcore Hunger Rocks a bowl. Shred over it. In the meantime, we can start frying up our tortilla. Now, I use sunflower oil. Avocado oil works too. So does vegetable oil. But this is what we have. And I'm not complaining about the results. I've made quesadillas lately, and they've been great. Can you get going, kiddo? Because these quesadillas aren't going to shred themselves. All right?
You mean the cheese?
All right. It's Brisket Rain Day, so we need to be raining. Shut up.
Where's my bowl?
Here's your bowl. Okay. So.
With my lobster risotto.
Where's your lobster risotto? Yeah. So we made lobster risotto for Archo's birthday on New Year's Day last year because he was born on New Year's Day. So we call him #1 Capricorn. And now, New Year's Day in our household is now called #1 Capricorn Day.
And the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah,
Yes.
has a happy Hanukkah Shower. My fault.
Right. So, we have a bunch of fancy knives here today. I'm cracking me up. These are from France. Did you know what the most popular name in France is these days? It's Mohammed. It's Mohammed. You know what the second most popular name is? LeBron, after LeBron James. Or as the French like to call him, Floppy Le Pew. So here we go. So this brisket has been in the slow cooker for 14 hours. Now that is a great looking piece of brisket. That is super tender. And there's more where that came from. Look at that beautiful fat. Now, I should have added cornstarch to this. Cornstarch thickens the jus. The jus. It makes it extra thick and creamy, but we didn't do that. But it's not gonna make a difference because we're making a brisket quesadilla. And the cheddar's gonna make up for it. So let's get out this knife and see what beautiful magic we're able to produce. Oh, beautiful. So brisket, it's a tough kind of meat. That's why you cook it for a long time. But it can absorb a boatload of flavor. And sometimes you're not always 2 seconds away from a kosher butcher. So we're making an exception here. Alright. So you got some great looking brisket here. Here. Parker Hunger Rocks, come over here for a second. I want you to try this one piece of the brisket by itself. And then you can tell me if it's a miraculous difference in the quesadilla. Ready?
I don't want your filthy hands on it.
It's got a fatty cut. Alright, so for the first time ever, thought the history cracked me up. My son, Archo USA, decided to play the role of creative director and not just a hired film hand. So Daddy, I'm gonna just pause because this action, this slower than death action is sucking me dry and no one's gonna pay attention anymore. And no one's gonna give a shit about cracking me up. And you are losing all sort of creative flow and momentum whatsoever. Just when I was being content, not talking too fast. So all of a sudden I think, hey, you don't need to talk a mile a minute, you don't need to give hollers, and then all of a sudden my son just poured to tears. So, but here we go. Look, we made progress over here, America. Ghana. I know I'm still big on Ghana, on SoundCloud. Indonesia. So we got the brisket. That tortilla is bubbling up. So that means that we're gonna have to flip that. Hunger. He's been on shredding the tail. He's been raiding Irish cheddar. So give it to me. I need it. Spread the love. Let's go. Should we add more brisket? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay, let's go.
I'll dump.
All right, there's a lot of brisket. Let's go. Make it rain. In honor of the rain man. The sprinkle. Why not? Make it rain. You would have given an avalanche. This isn't avalanche brisket day. Cameraman, stop getting involved. Know your role. Film. Make it look cinematic and deep and moving. All right. Okay. This could be. We can make this a faster rainstorm.
So it's gonna be a hurricane.
All right. That's good.
Avalanche.
Hurricanes are
We
harder,
don't want to taste
not
too much cheddar.
faster.
You
All
mean the
right.
avalanche?
All right. So we did a lot of cheddar. But the thing is, what I love with quesadillas, America, is that more cheese the better. Because if there's not enough cheese, it's not a quesadilla. The cheesier the better. Just like you can't have a heavy metal constant and not have a power ballad too, right? I'm all about doubling down on the cheese factor. Oh, there we go. All right, see? We flipped that just in time. Look at that bad boy. How pretty is that? So, you know, when you cook stuff, like you could tell, like, okay, the tortilla's bubbling, you chance, okay, right time to flip it. And, you know, Andy Bourdain said that, you know, for me, just feel it. And you can like literally like feel like well doneness or pinkness. So here we go. This is looking great. Yeah, so Sean Kemp as a kid. So I watched him stuff the totality of his manhood down the Knicks' throat. One stuff after the other. And I said, this guy is like the greatest basketball player since Bernard King stopped getting involved. But he was Bernard King, Dominique Wilkins, combined on steroids. He was like the dreamy love child. And obviously Larry Bird never matched athleticism. Yes, that's correct.
He was
and
like this.
he could do whatever he wanted. And so I went out and I had a mission to get as many rookie cards as humanly possible for Sean Kemp. So I thought he was going to be like the greatest. And then he was up for his contract and they almost beat the Bulls during his prime. And then they decided to sign this like no-name klutzy white boy for more money, and he wanted a drinking vendor. So what's the moral of the lesson here is that do not let klutzy, no-talent white boys derail your career, because nothing more tragic than wasted talent. And for me, in 3 days, I will finally complete my year without Goonish, okay? So we will dunk alcoholic, pothead, Adderall head, Joshua Cornbooth, woo!
Get it white next time.
In the freaking dumper.
Get it white next time.
Two? Yeah, so we are wearing this for this next year because I will be having a couple of years, and my son's birthday, and I will be doing a Manic Monday where I'll be partaking in the Adderall. I mean, I'm not going to be like mainlining it like freaking Lou Reed over here, but I'm going to use it for productive purposes. And so, and this is the year where I'm going to be in a men's league because I met this kid who I was bonding with. So you're a comedian? I'm like, say don't shame on comedian. And he says, are you in a men's league? Because, and the way that I was viewing this like ultimatum inquiry was, are you a man or not? The like, are you content being a stay-at-home shame comedian? Because like now you have a job, so like that title doesn't apply to you anymore. So I'm gonna play in a men's league this year, and I'm gonna dominate, and I'm gonna make it rain, and I'm gonna make rain hollers on stage, and that's why we got the Sean Kemp jersey. Okay, so it's very fitting, very symbolic, very appropriate. So, and I think this quesadilla is done. So let's flip it, slice it, and devour it.
This way?
So I hope I'm talking faster now enough for our cameraman. Hope I'm not boring him to tears. Get them. So, all right, this is good.
What's my coffee?
All right, here, slice it up, King. Use this. All right. Everyone should have these, a pizza slicer in their house. Here. All right, quesadillas cannot be easier to make. And every time you get a quesadilla, if you order at a restaurant, it sucks. I mean, forget getting like decent tasting veggies. And
If you ask for cream cheese, you'll get mayo.
yeah, yeah, and it's never crispy enough, and it's soggy, and it's just like a dumpy mess. And it's uninspired ordinariness. And I don't want to feel common. I don't want ordinary dreck in my life. Okay, you love yourself. You'll avoid ordinary dreck in your life. Dreck is Yiddish for shits. Ordinary shits. All right, so here we go. Love yourself. Treat yourself to a homemade brisket quesadilla. Oscar Wilde cheddar. Can I get a holla for some?
Woo!
What are we calling this? This dish. Rain Man brisket. Holla! Let's give it a shot. Rub-a-dub-dub-douche. It's excellent. There could be like one other ingredient to take this to like Flavortown, USA 5000.
Not that cheesy.
Yeah, but I like the fact that the brisket is still able to shine and it's still moist inside, right? But let's get a bite here with some more cheese.
Now I know we should have done the avalanche cheese.
disrespected Sean Kemp by not making it rain with more cheese. But my son was taking 5,000 years to shred, and we're not on Adderall, and I can't mainline him when I shred the Adderall, so that's what happens.
I'm a flash as a flash.
But so I just want to thank all of our subscribers, all of our listeners, all of our fans. It's been a glorious year, and we're going to make 2025 even better, funnier, wilder, deeper, more creative. And I want to thank you for encouraging the 7-year-old community over here to becoming all you can be. So we're going to wish you guys a happy, healthy new year, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.